Welcome to another episode of Yacht Life, and today we get that door off the car. It's off now, but let's see how it happened. And go. This season, we hit the reset button. Back on the scene, baby. And the damn door flipped backwards on the bushes. Man, what is? Why me, bro? Let's get to it, you know? Well, I got it off the trailer by myself. Like, I want to push it forward that way, and then back it out. I mean, back it up, yeah. I'm not gonna close it right now. Like it. Yep. Also need some foot struts. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna cut it, Chief. This is not gonna cut it, no sir. Doc.
Is that the battery? No.
That's the fuse box.
So the battery is in the back.
Yeah, that was the battery that you saw. Oh, fuse is in there. What the? I ain't worried about that. Why is this not in the grill? I'm gonna have to figure that out too. That's for the amp that ain't in the car, so I can disconnect that. That runs all the way across. That ain't a stock ground wire at all. They was doing some shit with this car. That's how he threw a rod. Probably was hauling ass on the highway. Gotta put this back in the grill, cause this ain't no good if it ain't. Oh, it's broke, that's why. Okay, I'll just take the one off of my car. I mean, it's not bad. It's just a lot of money. That's somebody that don't really care for cars would mess up and think it's, as long as the car runs, you know what I mean? That's broken. Which would explain why that was so low. I was looking at that too. Why the hell is it all the way down there? Oh, this car was in a crash. That's why. Top of there and the top of here. Oh, the line there and the line there. It ain't even lining up. Like, even here, that's higher than that. It's bent. It's bent down. So I thought it might have been the door and the hinges because of how far it flipped, but the door gave out so easy that when it flipped, it bent the door and the hinges are fine. And this is why I was saying it was painted. Because if it weren't painted, I'd be able to scratch that off with my finger. But it's painted. Which reminds me, I gotta get a new one of these. If I can take this off. It's too dark. There's that. was like that this morning.
You need me to hold it? Huh?
You don't have to, mama. You can relax. So my friend has the guy named Stanley that helped me. Don't do that. Don't. Yo. This is why working on cars is a love-hate relationship. Because it's simple shit like this that make you mad. Pull the engine, fine. Tabs. You want to cuss the world out. Because sometimes they're so hard to get out. They brittle, they break. And then when they do that. But it's out, so that's all that matters. That's all that matters. You know, the proper tool goes a long way. My proper tool is, I don't know, I haven't used it in so long. I'm just gonna slide that right there. Got more these? Nah, on my car they use screws.
Oh, you just got the screw in.
Okay, so I didn't do much since the last clip. I literally just took this bolt out. It sits there between the wheel well, the bumper, and the fender. It's just one bolt, and they jimmy rigged a stud for some reason to go through there. I don't know why, but it was like that until I find a direct replacement. It's gonna stay like that, but as you can see, that moves. I'll figure out what that is in a second, but I literally just left it up and pulled off. I haven't done anything special, so you guys didn't miss anything. But as you can see, bumper comes off, and that's all I needed to do. Is perfectly that. The fender is still connected, of course, because I've got to take these bolts out here. There it is, right there. That one. These are also 10s. Every bolt that I'm taking out is a 10. For the door hinge, it'll be a 13. For the hinge to the part that goes to the body of the car, the frame of the car, that's a 13. But let me go ahead and take these out and halfway get this fender off. So I've got the fender partially off. There's 2 10s down there. If I can show you, you see that 10 right there in the middle of the screen. That's pretty much it. Okay, so bolt, 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 bolts, 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 all 10s. Fender is off, the whole fender. I gotta get this dent out here, so it shouldn't be too hard. It's not too bad. Probably heat it up, hit it with a rubber mallet, knock it out. But for the door, y'all saw earlier, I already took one of the bolts out. It's a 13, that's a 13, 13 and a 13. Then the door will come off. But I didn't need the hinges, so I could have saved myself some money at the damn junkyard. Yeah. For nothing, for some damn hinges. Like, why? Huh? Yeah, I know. But it's still like $15 for 2 hinges. Nah, ain't nobody gonna need no hinges. But I'm gonna just take them back. I'm gonna just put the whole shebang on it. Let's call it a day. I've been hammering away at this door. As you can see, I've got the speaker off. I've got the door lock out. I've taken the latch off so it doesn't contact the strike plate. I've got the window is disconnected from the track. The motor's still in there. I'm trying to, finagle with it because I don't know if you can see. I done stopped it right in mid motion, but it's been striking this bar. That's really what's holding this up, because I can't take off the window regulator connector in order to take the harness out, pop those bolts off, and take the door off, and put that one on, and put everything back together. Let me get back to work. I know I haven't been recording a lot. It's literally all of them are 10mm bolts, every single one of them. The window track bolts 10s. The window seat bolts are 10s. The window track bolts are 10s there, and there was another. Oh, there, right there, and there. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the handle for the pull goes on this here, which is why there's a square, and there, which is why that bolt's there. That's the pull that goes through that one bolt in the door handle. Literally, that's it. I mean, I know I haven't recorded a lot, and I'm sorry, but I've been trying to get this done so I can get back. But it's so simple. It is literally very, very simple. Once I get the other door back on, I'll do my best with what I have left in my battery life to try and get as much recorded as I possibly can. So let me get back to it. In order to get this off of the car, well, out of the door, there's these 3 screws. There's one is on, okay, the door handle sits like that. So there's one there, right? There's one there, and then this one goes in here where the door lock goes. They sit like that. But when you pull out the door, depending on which way you are, that yellow, I guess you could say plastic strap of some sort. I would call it a plastic strap. I don't know what you would call it. Anyway, it latches on in this direction, but in order to take it off, you have to pop it like that off of the rod and swing it up. The rod is then inserted into that hole there, which means you didn't have to pull the door latch or the door handle away from that end of the rod, and it pops off. Now I gotta find the damn door lock. Alright, so I found the door lock. It was in the hole, but once I pulled the door lock tumbler, we're still stuck to the mechanism here. It sits on this short rod. The end of that rod goes into that hole there, and it latches onto the rod. So let me try to demonstrate this for y'all real quick. Alright, as you can see, the rod goes into the back, and then you swing the fastener around and snap onto the rod. The door latch sits in like that. I believe like one of those two. One of these ways, right? Door handle. Here goes the door handle. Boom. Put this in there like that, and boom, you got a door handle. Of course, I'm going to put it in there. I think that's gonna be a wrap for this episode of Yacht Life. Got the door on. I'm gonna leave the fender off because I've got to put the bumper back on, as well as that fender well liner from my car. So I'm gonna call it a day for the day. Go home, relax, come back next week, and get yamming on everything. Audi.